if I don't spit in your face off a DP. And what? Bitch ass nigga. Can't beat me. Lucky if I don't spit in your face off a DP. And what?
2, 1, 2.
Yiggity, yow.
We are officially in the building. DaCypha DTF motherfucking radio.
Motherfucking radio.
This is how you get your weekend started. This is how you get it popping on a Friday night lights.
Word up with mad curse words and shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Know what I mean?
Mr. 13 just walked into the bit of the building.
Whatever he just said, that word.
Yeah, shouts to Ayana Love in the building.
Facts.
I would lick some shots, but the sound
I got
effects
this
is loading up.
Ringing in my fucking headphones.
I gotta turn your
You
mic
hear
on.
that?
What?
You don't hear that distortion in the back?
Yeah, shit sound crazy.
God damn it.
This nigga been here 30 years.
It ain't me, nigga.
30 fucking years.
It's
Yeah,
not
it
me.
sounds crazy right now. Mark's got to get that fixed.
Check it.
Yo, mic check. You can hear me?
I was
Yeah.
listening earlier to the show on, the reality check, and it didn't sound bad.
Shouts to Hack.
Nah, it didn't sound
Reality
bad.
check.
It's sounding a little crazy right now.
It is sounding crazy. I don't know what's up. I might have to restart it
I'm gonna pull it up on the DTF Radio Live app
and see what's happening.
and see what it sound like.
That's what I was just doing.
That's crazy.
Bear with us right now as we
Biting my
try
skin
to
down.
get through this technical difficulties.
Check it out.
I burped just now, right? That shit smelled crazy.
Thank you for sharing with us
My nigga, I
and
got
the rest of the people.
You know what I mean? Sharing this camera, you heard?
Yo, speaking of sharing,
Talk about it.
yo, I had this crazy ill dream last night, B.
Yeah, nah, you can kind of keep that to yourself.
Nah, check it out, though.
I know,
I don't
yeah.
think that's
Word.
some shit.
Nah.
Talking about sharing, and then
Yeah,
he
like,
goes
and
to
then
a
that's when we
dream.
go, like,
I'm sharing my
Nah,
dream. So I had this dream that I overslept for the show, right? I woke up like 1 o'clock in the morning after taking an old man nap. So I decided to go hit the streets. It sounds okay.
It sound good.
All right, good. We sound
So
good.
I'm cruising through the streets and I meet this chick,
And
right?
you're 6'4"?
Yeah, nigga. So she jump in the whip and we talking, we vibing. And she's like, yo, let's go somewhere and get busy.
Oh, word? Just
Okay,
like that?
just like that.
I like it already.
So then we actually around my old high school in Queens, and around there's a lot of woods. So
What high school is that, B?
St. Francis Preparatory High School in Fresh Meadows.
So there was a lot of wood?
a lot of woods, like forest type shit.
Yeah.
So we parked the car
I
and we
thought you
start.
was from Brooklyn.
So we parked the car and we start walking through the woods, and somehow we end up at a log cabin. Now we go inside the log cabin, and her friends are in there. A lot of chicks and a lot of dudes, right? So we sit down, we talking, we vibing, whatever. So then she's like, yo, let's go get busy. So we go get busy, right? And then I wake up in the morning, and then she says to me, yo, I'm calling the police because I'm charging you with sexual assault. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck you talking about? And she's like, I'm charging all the guys in here with sexual assault because apparently everybody fucked her that night. So the police come, and the rest of the dream is me and the rest of the dudes trying to talk the cops out of arresting us for sexual assault. And that was the dream I had last
And
night.
that was the dream you had last night.
I don't know.
Was this a memory?
No, it wasn't a memory.
That was some hidden suppressed shit.
And then I had another dream that I went to a Mets game and it was raining mad hard.
Well,
And the Mets were sharing bats?
no shit.
There was no sharing of
That
bats
shit
happening.
sounded real gay just now. You sharing bats.
Yeah.
That's what we gonna call it from now on when we talk about homos.
Okay.
They sharing gunshots to all y'all niggas out there sharing bats.
All right, we working here. We working.
They
We
was
working.
sharing bats.
That's what it sounded. That's what he said. They were sharing something.
I didn't say that.
There was a lot of
You
wood. There was a
interjected
lot of
that.
wood, and they were sharing bats.
Oh, shit.
What a dream! What a dream,
Hey, yo, 13
legacy.
is Swift.
I didn't say that.
It was crazy.
If anybody's listening on the DTF app, you heard me.
This nigga 13
correctly.
is mad funny on the low though.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. That was fucking hilarious. He just coined another, like, roughing the suspect. Remember that one?
Yeah, roughing the suspect.
That roughing the suspect. I got my suspect roughed last week. It's been about a week.
But actually, well, I'm not even gonna say that because y'all gonna say some other shit.
Guys,
But yeah,
we already.
Yeah, nah, don't go. You don't want to go there. You don't want.
I don't want to go there.
You know, he might
Roughing the
as well.
suspect technically is like choking the chicken.
Nah, I thought roughing the suspect was.
No, when you roughing the suspect,
Oh, that's you.
you choking. See,
My
See?
bad.
Motherfucker.
Well, I did that last week too. Stay roughing the suspect. There's nothing wrong with it. Self-love,
Boom.
man.
So yeah,
Just don't love yourself to the point where it's like an addiction. Like you,
and you start going blind.
I ain't even going. The only way you do that is if you like you fucking around and you shoot yourself in the face, which is just crazy. I've never.
You shoot your eye out,
Yo, shoot your eye. Yeah,
like Ralphie.
Ralphie yourself.
But yo, DaCypha
I love you guys.
show is gonna be on a hiatus the week on what is it, December 15th?
December 15th.
Because we are taking a road trip.
Yeah, December 15th.
We're going to South by Southwest.
Yeah, I don't mean
December
March.
16th.
March.
You mean March?
Oh
That nigga
shit!
just
Did I say
ill
December?
mannered. Yeah, like the fuck.
I'm just saying though. March. Like, fuck you.
Damn, son.
Damn.
Damn.
You took it all the way to December. It's still 2017 for you?
We still going somewhere in December.
I
too.
just want to know what you were using before you came here.
I wasn't using nothing.
Shit.
But yeah, we're gonna be out broadcasting live from there, so stay tuned to everybody's social media platforms to see what's popping.
Yeah, we're gonna broadcast live from our should we do a Facebook Live?
I mean,
Facebook
could do it.
Live,
We could do it.
Instagram Live,
We could
all
do
the
it. We could do
lives.
you know what I mean?
But it was a good week. We had a Diz over here performed at Karma Lounge on Tuesday.
That happened.
Karma Lounge.
That happened. Shouts to Butter.
Just the
Yes.
Butter Basics.
Butter Basics, top of the underground show.
Yo, shouts to that nigga Fizz though.
Yo, that nigga Fizz, man. Yo, Fizz, when I catch you, I'm fucking you up.
Who the
Fizz the
hell?
Ficon.
We had an imposter in the building.
All I know is I left and then I saw that Math put a video up of two girls making out
I
on
didn't
the
see
We
floor.
just talked about that. Apparently they were prostitutes. This
Were
is
they?
as per Math.
Were they upstairs or downstairs?
Downstairs in the bathroom in the back there.
How'd they get down there?
They
I
were
don't
down there
know.
the whole time. They were the ones who did the guy who was rapping about the booty shaking. And they had the girls up there.
and one of them niggas chicks was the little.
I don't know. Who is that?
One of them niggas.
I don't remember
Girl, one of them chicks had a nigga down there.
Well,
If not both of them.
well, they were
I didn't see them on stage doing the booty
sharing
shit.
is caring.
Damn, that's what's
In
up.
the bathroom, and how he caught footage.
Because he was playing that little area the whole night.
Yeah.
Wow. Shouts to Math.
Man, I like how you move when you be moving.
Yeah, it was a dope night, dope performance.
Legacy killed it, yo.
Thanks, pal. Thanks,
Look at
buddy.
you.
Thanks,
That shit
pal.
wasn't even sincere. That's why you choked.
No, I said thanks, pal.
It's all good.
I appreciate it.
That's all good. I'm
Shouts
thinking about
to
not
Rolly
performing
the
that
Big
song with you
Loco.
no more.
Shouts to shut up. Shouts to Rolly the Big Loco. He also performed and did his thing. Shouts to Shanks. Shouts to Ace Boogie.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
my guys.
Word up. It was
Yo.
a good time.
Shout out to my kids, man.
Your kids
Scooby,
listening?
Evan, Khalees.
Shouts to Diz's cheering.
That's the squid dog. Shout out to the
They
squad.
coming out here.
They out here now.
They out here now.
Yeah,
That's what they
should
do.
be.
Nice.
They should be on. They said they was gonna watch, but you know how
They
they
ain't watching.
Nah, they probably
They
not.
playing Xbox right now.
Yeah.
But yo, we got a super dope show for y'all tonight. You know what I'm saying? We got the man Stephen Cogle in the building, family to the show, artiste extraordinaire. He brought some
word.
peoples with him that we're going to sit down and talk to in a minute. We also got superstar Fellz, who's also family from the show. Been here many a time. Been here for a long time. Going to sit down and chop it up with him too. You know what I'm saying?
Say
That's
what?
right.
That's word, B.
Number one.
About to get into our segments, kid.
Yeah, we about to jump off with our segments, but real quick, I just peeped on social media. It's kind of a serious topic. Rick Ross is actually in the hospital right now
On life support.
on life support. Machines have taken over for his heart and lungs.
Yep.
suffered from an apparent heart attack. So keep Rick Ross in your thoughts and prayers.
I got that call today, man. He, let's hope he pulls through.
All right. Hopefully nothing serious happens. He comes back. That's crazy though.
Yeah, man.
But
man, before we get into our segments, I just want to say congratulations to Diz the Icon.
That's crazy.
For becoming the first artist on Made for King's management team.
Yeah, man.
King's
So shouts to
management.
Diz. We got some big things on the way. We already been tearing up the circuits.
A lot of work to do.
We got a lot of work to do.
Let's get to it.
Legacy, you're next, man. I got your contract in the office over there.
This guy's talking a whole lot of shenanigans.
You need
man.
we need a mixtape from you in 6 months.
Don't stop playing with me, man.
I
Alright.
need my boots clean.
Wow.
No, I thought
You gonna disrespect me
What
like
are you talking about?
I-
Disrespect?
I-
You didn't
I-
see the shit the dude makes now. I didn't even touch you just
I
now.
clean boots.
See?
That's what I do.
Listen, the
We're
dude
gonna-
make
we're gonna
$9
do
a day
like-
cleaning boots.
You know, like
too good?
the Big Mac. Remember that
Crazy.
that promo that Diddy did for Big and
Craig Mack.
and Craig Mack. We're gonna do that for you and Diz.
What's that?
What the fuck is it gonna be
I
called?
don't know.
Clean shoes.
See?
What?
Yo, that was total disrespect right now. I'm a shoe cleaner.
Go get your fucking shine box.
You gonna get your man.
You see? He feeling himself. 'cause
Hold
he
up,
signed
son.
a
I signed the
contract.
contract, nigga.
That's all right,
I
though.
signed my life over just now. What's up? What?
That's all right.
Nah, just 20% of it. Just 20% of it.
Facts.
Niggas may turn up missing in fucking Austin, Texas.
Oh,
Damn,
shit.
kid.
I got peoples out there, too, so.
You got people's everywhere.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, they shoes clean, though. That's
Motherfucker.
what I'm saying. Like,
Wow.
what?
Yo,
Come on,
homeboy
give me some. I love you.
totally disrespecting me, man. Y'all see that in the back, right? Y'all see they even laughing at
I love you. Like,
fuck out my face, man. Yo, it's time for fucking news, the rundown, nigga.
Got the legacy news, kid.
This just in. This is on a hit list. He will die. Yo, it's time for your weekly rundown. Sponsored by Made for Kings and nobody else. Motherfuckers.
What's going on? You all right, man?
Shit.
It's just love, B. No, listen. Everybody knows you don't shine.
Yo, don't touch me,
What the
nigga.
fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, it's time for your weekly rundown. Fuck all the bullshit. It has now been mentioned and introduced by the World Health Organization that failure to find a sexual partner is now deemed a disability.
You get a check for that?
People who don't have sex or struggle to find a sexual partner to have children will now be considered as disabled, according to the World Health Organization. Until now, infertility was labeled as a disability. But if you're lame, you can't get a girl, nobody wants to have sex with you, or you're a gay man or a gay woman, you will be classified as disabled to get in vitro fertilization. Under the new rules, heterosexual single men and women and gay men and women who want to have children will now be given the same priority as couples seeking in vitro fertilization because of medical fertility problems. But critics branded this new law as absurd and nonsense, arguing that the organization has overstepped the mark by moving into social matters rather than health. My whole thing is, particularly for gay men and women, y'all have always said that it's been natural to be gay. Now you're trying to call it a disability, so you have the ability to get in vitro fertilization. I find fault in that. So,
I mean, it's natural to be disabled too, isn't it?
true,
It's
but
it's natural, kid.
no, I hear you. But they're saying that Okay, you got a point. I'm intoxicated, so I can't rebut.
I mean, it's not like somebody's born and he's like, you know what, man? I want to be disabled.
True indeed. You're right. You're right. No, but
that's the argument, because if you saying, yo, I want to be gay, that's what you're saying. Now, if they pass this law about them gays being disabled.
Because you're saying I was born this way and it's not a disability, it's natural.
Now I'm confused. That's
what I'm saying.
I was born this way and I'm gay, and then the government says you're disabled. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. See, the that's.
What'd you say?
Them niggas ain't trying to get. Yeah, they gonna take a minute. They ain't trying to come
I don't know. It's a
gray area.
I was about to say it's a blurry line right there. It fundamentally alters who should be included in this group, and who should not have access to health care.
I mean, but just because someone's gay doesn't mean that they're infertile. So I mean, there is a lot of gray area there. There's a lot of gray area. There's a lot of gray. There's a lot of gray area there. So
I think you had it right the first time.
So they're, supporters of this new movement, and there's also people against it, trying to lobby against it. So we'll see what happens. I will keep everybody apprised. I'm
against it.
Of what happens. It's just, as 13 said, it's a lot of gray area. We're moving into a gray area of time. It's getting scary.
Yeah, it's
getting scary out there.
It's not a world that I would like to raise my children in.
You know what I'm saying? But that's what it is. So once again, just to recap, single men and single women, and that's the other part I left out, who are unable to have sexual partners are going to be labeled as disabled.
That's just crazy.
So if you're a herb who can't have sex, you're disabled now?
I mean, but you could still be having sex and still be single.
Right.
Yeah, but he's saying people that can't get no pussy.
So how do you prove that what's the criteria? I haven't had sex for 10 years?
So everybody locked up is disabled?
That's a good point, Dish.
Some of them are having sex.
Some of them are all fucking.
But they not getting pregnant.
They not having kids. You know what? If you already got a kid, you probably exempt from being. You don't.
But that brings up a good point. So you had a kid before you got locked up. You locked up for 25 years.
Still not disabled.
But you're only having sex with a dude who can't have your baby.
I'm disabled.
I'm disabled now.
Niggas is disabled in jail.
So how about like someone who's just single and hasn't had a baby and who's like 45 years old?
They not fucking.
Would they be disabled?
That's what I'm saying. What's the criteria?
If you can't get no pussy, then you disabled.
There's a school of thought that says you're right.
I honestly believe if you.
That's insane.
You disabled, like because you find some pussy somewhere.
Or what about, particularly for women who are celibate? Would they classify as disabled? Or because they're making a conscious choice not to have sex? Does that matter?
I just think that this is outrageous.
It is. We're going into uncharted lands. But yeah, that's your fucking weekly rundown, niggas. Pay attention. Put your shoes on.
You might be disabled, man. Get a check. Get a check out of it. If you can't get no pussy, you might as well get a check out of it.
Why not? You're right.
Or if you're a chick and you can't get no dick.
But what chick can't get dick? That's the real question.
I seen the meme with this super big, nasty, fat bitch. Like,
and she'll have sex.
Nigga was piping it.
As they say, pussy has no face.
Pipe it up. It does have a face, though. This shit look like Predator. Without teeth.
Wow.
You never seen Predator when he opened his jibs?
Yeah.
That shit like a pussy with teeth, my nigga. Like, real shit.
I don't know what pussies you've been looking
Wow.
at.
Nigga, the Predator's face.
But that's
like
some torn up shit, man.
Gunshots out of place. Predator opened up his jibs. It looked like a pussy.
Were you aroused when Predator opened up his jibs?
I was not aroused, but I did notice the similarities. I did.
Man.
Like his face was giving birth to teeth. It was crazy. It was.
He's like, I'm not aroused.
I wasn't. Something in your mouth got me feeling so aroused. Nah, I was
Oh
good.
man, yo, can we?
I've been playing your music, B. You wailing right now.
It's not on.
Yo, son, the music is all the way on.
You gotta turn your stuff up.
Oh shit.
It is up. That's not even my music. Oh man, aroused. That's the word for the night, aroused. And that's your weekly rundown. Pay attention next week. I'm gonna come with some more real shit. Legacy star. I'm not aroused.
Something in your mouth got me feeling so aroused. Lord,
Oh man.
Lord.
Alrighty. What are we doing? Questionable lyrics?
Nah, man, I'm taking it back because I would like to do questionable lyrics the correct way.
All right,
You know what I'm
so
saying?
we're going
So-
with the original diss fact.
Yeah, man, let's get to it. Yeah. What? This is the facts. On a Friday, I got the facts. I do it my way with my facts. Get on the highway, drive around with my facts in your back. Smoke my facts. It's crack. It's crack with my facts. Don't smoke crack.
Woo!
Yeah, no crack. Crack kills 89. Seen the flyer. Y'all already know what it is. The Cypher Show. DTF Radio, every Friday, 9/11. These are Diz's Fun Facts. Sponsored by Made for Kings Entertainment and Paper 808. Paper 808. Your one-stop shop for lovely letters to loved ones that are behind the fence.
That might be disabled.
That might be disabled if they're not having, back-breaking intercourse with bubbling them. It's not funny. This shit is not funny.
It's real.
Moving right along because this shit gets real, yo. Word to the brothers, man. Word up, yo. Fact number 1. Employees of Jack Daniels Alcoholic Beverage Company receive a free bottle of whiskey on the first payday of every fucking month.
Wow.
Fact. That's
Can
a
I get a
perk.
job there?
It's a perk of working for Jackie.
Wow. Can they
Also, damn, never mind. That's Johnny Walker.
can they drink it when they get it?
I don't know if they could drink like
On the job? That'd be dope.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Fact number 2. Psychopaths tend to use the words and fairly frequently when they're having conversations to make
shit.
themselves appear more normal.
And I'm gonna pay attention to
Yeah,
that.
so because what had happened was
A lot of people
Very
say that.
interesting fact. Huh?
I tell you, motherfuckers is psychopaths.
Okay.
One person comes to mind immediately after
Who
that
that? We'll
fact.
talk about it.
We're gonna pay attention to that moving forward.
And since this is a hip hop show, my third and final fact is about a man that we was just speaking about, inspired by him. The rapper Rick Ross, I'm gonna drop 2 of them on you. In 2010, Ross signed to Diddy's Bad Boy Management situation. In case y'all cared to know about that. And Houston Steakhouse is one of his favorite restaurants to dine in.
That would make sense why he had a heart attack.
Jesus fucking Christ. Those were the facts.
And also the fact that he signed to Diddy. Because nobody ends up well once they sign to Diddy.
Maybe that's him crying out for help when he says that. Somebody help me.
Yo, y'all niggas is...
Hey, you never know.
We out of here, man.
Huh?
Yeah. Those was the facts. On a Friday, I did the facts. I did them my way. Jump on the highway with my facts. I crack the window with the glass with my facts. Like a rock on that ass. Beaches.
Take a quick break and come back with the guests.
Take a quick break. Come back. Stephen Cogle in the building.
Word up, son.
Artiste extraordinaire.
Word up, yo.
I don't understand. Clean or dirty?
Lucky if I don't spit in your face off a DP. And what? Bitch ass nigga. Can't beat me. I'm lucky if I don't spit in your face off a DP. And what? Bitch ass nigga. Can't beat me. I'm lucky if I don't
something safe to play with. Looking for an easy win, little nigga, this ain't it. I never duck wreck, all mandatory call out. I hook off on you, then get prepared for the fallout. All that IG and Facebook chatter ain't gonna matter when I catch him in the streets and give him two to his bladder.
You're listening to DTF Radio. Number 1.
Yeah. We back in the building. DaCypha, DTF Radio. This how it goes down every Friday, 9 to 11. Pay attention. Put your shoes on.
Pull your shoes up.
We got family to the show. Been here many times before.
Yeah, man.
Brought through some dope artists and whatnot. Artiste extraordinaire coming out with a documentary of his life and times. The man Stephen Cogle's in the building, y'all. On set. What's good, brother?
How you doing, peoples? Hello.
He's on some smoothness tonight.
Nah, brother, not at all, man. I'm just tired. A lot of stuff going on, some good things.
All right.
Art-wise, music-wise, with the good folks here, you guys.
Of course.
You don't have to lie. We're not good people.
Nah, yeah. But I'm waiting to get some stuff from you, sir. Legacy. But my man Diz, he blessed me.
Yeah, I know. Just put it together. I'm waiting to do my thing too.
Bless me.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it, man.
That's what's up.
He did some things.
Thank you, man.
So
For the people.
he did something for your
So the film that I'm working on, kind of like a life and times, but I also want to tell a New York story, which is why I also wanted to include you guys, not just musically, but we're gonna at some point chop it up and talk about y'all experience as artists, because art isn't just only regulated to just the visual side. We talk about music.
Right.
So I interview some really good peoples. I talk about sculpture. I talk about poetry. I talk with T. I talk with the amazing La Bruja. I got some New York legends, some staples.
You got some things, okay?
Oh yeah. We cover all of that. I got some got this one brother who's a photographer who shot the album covers for Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, George Michael, David Bowie.
That's what's up.
I spoke with one sister who's she's a latex designer. She designed for Beyonce, Lady Gaga, designed for Nicki Minaj. Okay. And for the Freaky Deaky, she's also a dominatrix.
Ooh.
So we got a wide variety, because New York is a really large place in terms of creativity. So
right.
What I wanted to do was, because New York has changed from the New York that we knew, that we grew up in. So I kind of wanted to go back a little bit and let the new folks know what was going on out here. So what I do is, when I tell my story, there are certain points in my life where I was a little bit younger, so I wasn't ripping and running. I was just still learning about the art scene and graph and stuff like that.
Right.
So what I had was the elders tell the story, what was going on. Me, I'm just talking about from an artistic standpoint and being influenced by the colors.
Right.
But the guys, like the Coco 144, the Taki 183, T-Kid, Slave from the Fab Five, so many wide variety of graffiti artists that were doing it. They explained what was going on. So kind of like the film it goes through different steps, kind of chronologically, where I talk about me as a young kid, how I got influenced, then I talk to me as an artist, and then I interview my peers who are doing their thing, and again, like I said, more amazing artists, like who else? Oh, my boy Adam Dare, street art. Even we're gonna go back to a few brothers crushes who knew her well from film. Heather Hunter, amazing photographer, been doing it for 20 years. Also a painter. A lot of people don't know.
Right.
She goes down with the paint. She's so I interviewed her. It's finally coming together.
Right.
You know, now we at the point where we got to do the editing.
Right.
And, you know, hopefully we can have a nice little screen. Well, I know we will, but I'm talking about a screening for just, you know, the neighborhoods. And,
Right.
you know, I would like to do that. I would like to do it somewhere in East New York or something just to give back to the community and have a little something to let everybody know that this is what we got going on.
Little side tangent. I would like to meet the dominatrix, if that's possible.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you can do that.
I want to meet her and Heather Hunter.
You can do that. Her name is the Baroness.
The Baroness.
I need all access points.
Yeah, the Baroness.
Right.
But don't get it twisted, bro. She's you know, she's vintage. I'll call her vintage.
You know what
But
that
it's
means,
some-
right? You know what that means. Vintage.
You know, she's
She'll fuck your ass up.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
you know, but it's crazy because when I met her, you know, I guess being a dominatrix, you know, they command respect. And it was, and I'm not saying I know,
She had you on your knees.
Because you know it's crazy. Automatically, I'm like, oh, wait a minute.
She had him on the knees, like.
You know what's funny about that?
Did she get out on you, my nigga?
You know what's funny about that? Because she has a shop. Her shop's in the East Village.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure she would love for everybody to know to go there.
Yeah, plug.
What's the name of it?
Go ahead, drop that.
It's called it's the Baroness. She's on. I don't know the exact number, but she's on 13th between Avenue A and B.
You know what we're gonna do? We're
I'm
gonna
going
book her.
there.
We're gonna book her.
going
we're gonna
there.
book her.
I'm gonna go there to talk to
You're
her,
gonna-
to book her.
I mean, she's been doing it. She's been doing, I think, for like over 30 years.
Oh, you know what's gonna be dope?
She's
Doing shit
been
on
doing
air.
I don't know about on there.
What was you talking
She
about?
could do you on there.
Yeah, I'm talking about bring. Whatever,
do me
we'll
in
talk
the
about it
office.
later.
You do me in the
Cogle
office.
know what I'm talking about. Do you in the office?
Yeah. Why y'all?
Office or the office? What we talking
The
about?
office back
Oh,
there.
okay, back there in the office.
Yeah.
Clean it up. Did you hear what you said?
Only your dirty, filthy mind would go
You
there.
said do you back there in the office?
Anyway, when can people expect this project to drop?
You know what? It was crazy because I remember the first time when I first did this, when I first started filming. And I remember I was talking to my boy about it, who's a filmmaker, because I wasn't a filmmaker. And I was like, yeah, man, you know, I would like to be done with, because a lot of people don't know the submission dates for the film festival are in December of every year. Whatever year you're filming,
Okay.
you want to try to get that. You want to try to get it edited and cut and everything, and have it ready for submission in December. So I remember the first year I started filming it, I was like, hey, you know, I'm ready for December. He said, no, you'll be ready for December, but not this year. And fast forward to 3 years later.
Right.
But, you know, it's crazy because in those 3 years, I didn't know the journey that I was going to take.
Right.
You know, I ended up going to Art Basel for the first time. You know, I did something with Amari Stoudemire.
Okay.
Which was crazy.
I was just about to ask you about that too, but I'm gonna let you finish this story.
Yeah, the piece was really good, and you know, going down to Miami is my first time going to Miami, first time being in an art exhibition of that grand scale, and it's kind of like, you know, it's almost like, you know, you play ball all your life, and then someone say, hey, you know what, you want to play in the finals, and you not a professional,
Like,
Right.
you know, I mean, you're a professional in the terms of your craft, you know your work,
Right.
but you wasn't
On that scale.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, so it's like, yo, come down.
Right. That's what's
And
up.
it was cool because like not only did I get praises from, you know, my peers, you know, my fellow artists, but also from, you know, the patrons coming in, also from the art institutions. You know, you got an art director who thought the work was amazing. I ended up meeting the senior vice president of contemporary art for Sotheby's. So that was big, and he was like, yo, let's do lunch, and I'm like, oh,
Wow.
so
That's
you
what's
know,
up.
it's like from East New York to from East New York to, you know, it's. I think my film is going to resonate with a lot of people because you know, all of us that come from inner city
Right.
and striving to do what we want to do, and to make it, and then you still like, you know, you're still there.
Right.
And you know, doors are starting to open, and you're like, oh, all right, things are starting to get to where, you know, they really need to be.
Right.
And then you're starting to meet, like, you know, you celebrities that are admirers of your work, and, you know, sports figures that are admirers of your work. And it's like, all right, you know, this is all from doing stuff that you wanted to do.
Right.
And
Your
you know,
passion.
yeah, so it's coming out good. But to answer your question, I would say the film definitely would be out for 2019.
Okay.
So, you know, if you can wait
Definitely
for Game of
looking-
Thrones, you can wait for this.
You can wait for
I'm
that.
mad that you brought that up just now, like on some real shit, because I forgot that I was waiting for Game of Thrones till you fucking reminded me. Thanks, man. Thanks.
Come on, man. They used to do the same thing with Sopranos. They used to do
Yeah, but I wasn't like, you understand? I'm like,
And I gotta say, shouts to Stephen Cogle because he sees the vision of DaCypha show. He approached me in 13.
I know
about doing.
Why you?
No, I'm just saying,
Man,
just to do a documentary about the history.
Coming soon.
Of DaCypha.
Coming soon.
DaCypha show. I mean,
and how when I got on the show, it just took on a different life of its own, and then it started.
It kind of went down a little bit.
It did,
but then people.
That's not what y'all told me though. See what I'm saying?
We have to gas you up though.
Why? That doesn't help me, my nigga. I was confident enough. And you just fucked my whole life up just now. Like, that's really what you did.
That's for your comment
you
about
do me no favors.
shining shoes.
But we know you, my nigga.
Nah.
Damn. This is what we doing?
Back to my man Stephen Cogle.
You ain't shit.
So because you have your hands in so many different things, how would you best describe yourself? Would you still say that you're an artist first and foremost?
I'm an artist first and foremost. But what I learned was that, just selling art doesn't pay the bills. And I'm not talking about like, the everyday, light gas, stuff like that. I'm talking about in terms of like, feeding your family, securing your future.
Right.
So it's also like, when you have like artists like such as yourself, that it's like, remember you say, damn, why Snoop got a clothing line? Why did he selling vodka?
Right.
Because it's other avenues you gotta take. Because this industry, and not just the music industry, but the art industry as well.
Right.
The powers that be,
shit shady.
They be on their shadiness, and you gotta find other avenues in which to increase your income.
Gotta hustle.
Because you gotta do it.
Right.
Because if you don't, you're gonna be caught out there, and there's a lot of stuff. Even when I went to Art Battles, there was a lot of stuff that I learned that I'm just like, which I would, extend my knowledge to my fellow painters that are coming up,
right? And
the little pitfalls you gotta, And the thing is, once you go into the realm of now you're not painting anymore, and it's more you doing business, you definitely gotta be on your toes, because if you're not, you're gonna get screwed every time.
What would you say is one of the top 2 or 3 things that you learned up to this point? Yeah.
Get everything in writing. Contract. Well, not even just contract. Like anything that you're gonna do, get it in writing. Whether it be an email, whether it text, because word is just word.
Right.
At least if you have something in some form of writing, whether it be via a fax or email or text, you have proof to say, hey, this is what I asked for.
Right.
If I don't get this, then you can't.
Right.
It can't work.
Right.
I learned that, and I learned that, this thing of friends, unless you done grew up with this person, and then even then, sometimes that's a little sketchy in itself.
Right.
You can't. Sometimes you can't mix the friendship with the business.
Right.
Like if you're gonna, you can have people that you're cool with, that you're really cool with them, but a fine line has to be drawn. And if we're gonna do business, then we gotta do business.
Right.
And then we do it as such that if the business doesn't work out, our friendship still stays intact.
Right.
And that's what I learned that.
I think that aspect of it is difficult for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Because motherfuckers don't. So if you knew better, you do better. A lot of people don't know how to do business.
Yeah, exactly.
And they've been dealing with their friends doing shit for the longest. So when it's real business, like it is business, like we got to do this the right way. Like and if it happens to go left, like depending on how it goes left, our friendship should remain intact. If it's just bad business, then it's bad business. If it wasn't no shady,
but the thing is,
greasy shit, then we should be able to remain cool.
The thing is, people don't know. Like for me, I've been painting for what? 17 years. I've been painting for 17 years, right? 17 years. Wait, yeah, 17 years. I've been painting for 17 years.
It's a lot of paint.
Been a lot of paint. Yeah, a lot of paint. Now, even stuff like that. Like, I didn't know nothing about tax ID, tax write-off, get receipt.
Right.
Merchandising yourself, everything. Because, it's crazy because I was like, okay, I want to do a clothing line with my artwork. I'm trying to think of snazzy names. And my girl was like, why don't you just say your name? Like you know, aren't you trying to build a brand?
Right.
So why you got to have this name?
Right.
Everybody
Right.
knows you as that person. So make that yours.
Right.
So I'm like, oh yeah, you know, you're right. But then also, and then again, the thing with the whole business aspect of it, you know, I was speaking to, you know, one person, and I'm thinking we're cool. You know, it's all love.
Right.
And then when I speak to his business associate, I mean not his business, so his assistant, she's like, you know, yeah, good cop, bad cop.
Right.
But
right,
at the
right.
end of the day, I'm like, wait a minute. And then even my girl, you know, my girl's like, look, everything that she's doing, she's not doing it unless he's telling her to do it.
Right.
She's not doing what she wants to do.
Exactly.
She's doing what he wants her to do.
Right.
So at the end of the day, it's not her telling you, it's he's telling you.
Right.
But you looking at it as we're cool.
Right. Right.
And I learned a lot, you know, and at a certain point I felt disappointed. I felt used. Because I was just like, I understand it. You know, and it was like, oh, it's like this. And even like, you know, it was crazy. I sold the painting to an actor. You know, high profile actor, A-list actor. And it started from him inquiring about a piece. And then once he inquired about a piece, then I get an email from his assistant. And then once I talk to the assistant, then I get an email from his business manager. Then once I talk to the business manager, then I get an assistant from the actual manager. And I'm just like, damn, like,
all these people.
there's all these people. When dude just reached out to me on Instagram, and I thought it was going to be as simple as that.
Yo, hold on. Why we not name dropping though?
Oh, nah, I don't want to do that.
Why not though?
I know
it's kind of
who you
major
talking to.
right now, B.
No. I'm gonna tell you.
I mean, yeah, enlighten me.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because there are a lot of celebrities that don't want it to be known what they get. And what
Okay.
they do.
All right.
They're
All
very
right.
quiet on it.
But that I think that's a good point you brought up, because I remember, I know who you're talking about, and I remember when you told me about it, and you was amped off of, yo, he reached out to me, blah blah blah, and now to hear this, you know what I'm saying? There's a different aspect added onto it,
and
the
people,
business.
And listen, they listen to that. Actually, I just spoke to him again recently. You know, wishing success and everything. You know, things are popping for him right now, and you know, he like
Popping.
Yeah, and he liked the fact that I kept it.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah. I feel you.
You know,
but that's why I asked, because I'm like, man, listen.
No, these are related. But no, you going to see too.
Wait, let that gun go just now. Like, what?
You going to see too, because, you know, a lot of
People don't know. But you know what? That's dope, because motherfuckers is looking at you right now like, yo, who's.
No,
like,
I mean, yeah, you can say that.
But I know that it's a lot going on, man.
No, but see, the thing is, like I said,
I'm just happy to know you.
no,
honestly.
but the
I
thing
can't
is,
wait for you to blow.
The thing is, people gotta realize, like, especially artists, people gotta realize that there's a lot of artists that like to do things on a day. You know, like say you doing something with Hov or whatever, and he's like, yo, look, I want to remain in the back scene, but I like what you're doing. While you may want to blast it out,
Right.
he's on a different level now. Look, you know, just I'm gonna stay in the back.
Like, I
cut.
got you, just
you do your thing, and you know I'm backing you. You're not gonna mess that up.
no.
Right.
You know,
I'm not
so-
saying a word. I'm looking at niggas and laughing at them when they talking crazy. Like, you don't even get it.
Yeah.
So,
Which is what I do now anyway. So it ain't.
I mean, on that tip, you know, talk a little bit about the importance of, you know, not burning bridges.
Oh no, see, and that's the thing too. What I learned. Now, even though some people may do you wrong in certain things, again, we're in this field where the higher ups, they got the power. So while I could kick it with y'all, you know, off the mic and everything, and talk about, look, man, this is what my experience was, whatever.
Right.
I can't really do it on that grand social media scale.
Right,
Because
right.
for my little things that I have, they have 10 times more.
Right.
And unfortunately, people don't believe what you're saying. It's not about word of mouth anymore. It's the power of celebrity. It's the power of
Right.
social media. It's the power of numbers. Even
Numbers,
this joint right
man.
here, it's the power of the mic. And so if said person is saying something and they got XYZ followers,
Right.
then someone can say, you know what? Oh, we ain't checking for Duke because he said he ain't. And they don't even know what the halfway. It could have
Right.
went down a different way.
Right.
But the fact that this person is who
Right.
he is,
Right.
it's like, damn, you can really mess up somebody's career like that.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And I learned all that, again, with the business of art.
Right.
The business, you know what I'm saying? With any business. And it's like,
Exactly.
you don't want to be, I mean, matter of fact, like case in point, look at what Monique's going through right now. You know,
She played herself.
Nah, but see, how do we know that though?
You know what I'm gonna tell you? Okay, so I'm gonna tell you why I feel like she played herself. In my personal opinion, that shit sound like a personal beef. You understand? Like I feel like, and this is what I said.
Nah,
before.
but I mean, not to cut you off, but from what I seen, it started from back in the days when what's the name invited her brother on the show that molested her.
Who invited her brother on the show?
Oprah
invited her brother.
Oh, I mean, you talking about? I'm talking about Netflix. Period. I ain't talking about the Oprah shit.
No, I'm just talking about in regards to everything. I mean,
Okay, I got
Netflix
you.
is one thing, you know.
Yeah, that's what I was talking
I
about.
ain't trying to step on no toes with Netflix because I've got some things going up.
Oh no! Like no, my thing is, I'm saying that I'm not, and this is my thing. She, as far as Netflix, that whole Netflix situation, for like personally, she played herself.
How though? How so though?
I'm gonna tell you like this. Don't come outside talking about, yo, I need all of y'all to ban and boycott these people because they disrespecting coloreds and they disrespecting women, when I just saw them give this woman this amount of money and give these black people this amount of money. Those ain't the arguments you need to be having. What you need to do is double back and beef over what your slight is. They didn't slight blacks and females.
No, but you know what?
They slighted Monique.
No, but okay, but what I'm looking at, what I took from it, and I got friends that are in the film industry, and I had a friend that was in the film industry. They were doing a reality show when Coolio was doing a reality show.
You said Coolio?
Yeah, two friends of mine, two brothers in the film industry. Their resume impeccable. They went to go take part in this show and was told that no, you know, they looked at the resume, loved it. Then when they saw them, it's like, nah, we're not looking for that. Hold on, how y'all doing a reality show about a black person and we're black and our
not the
resume
right
speaks
kind of
for
black.
itself. Like, no, they didn't hire them. They hired a white dude. And I'm not saying, no,
that's kind of different from this Monique situation.
No. What I'm saying, no, but with the Monique situation, what I'm saying is that it's like, okay, you know, you're gonna pay this person this, right? You're gonna pay this person this, and if that person come and say, well, here's facts. Okay, you paying her this, and you saying because her films made this, but then I'm showing you that my film made this.
But hold on. So now this is my thing, right? And I equate it. This is the simplest I could put it. You got a block right now, right? You doing a brick a week. You come to me, you like, yo, let me get a brick on the arm. I'm gonna give it to you, cause you already. I see that that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Don't come to me when you doing a quarter brick, asking for a whole brick.
Okay, hold on. So then we gonna go from here.
You understand what I'm saying? I'm not giving you that because you're not putting that production in. I'm not.
But how
I
about
gotta come see you about my money.
How about this? No. How about this then? If you
I'm at a loss right now.
If you're gonna say that, okay, you looking at from what that person got right there. But if you know that this person consistently came with product that everybody always want.
But she didn't.
No, she did.
Nah. She was a co-star in them flicks. She never was a main. I've never watched one movie because Monique was in it.
Okay, listen. Okay, if you're gonna say that, then you can have the argument of
you watched Almost Christmas because of Monique.
I don't really.
I watched that shit because of Danny Glover.
No, but listen what I'm saying. Let's say real quick. No, what I'm saying is, so if that's the argument, because I remember one time what's thing was like Vivica Fox was doing an interview. It's like, I made millions, I was in all these things. And at one time she was hot, but like you said, she was.
You was Will Smith's bitch in a blockbuster. Like, this is what I'm saying. You could say something to make the narrative seem a little different. You can play with words, man.
We're talking about stand-up. We're not even talking about film. We're talking about stand-up comedy.
Do you remember any funny joke from the Queens of Comedy?
Who? Monique? Yeah, come on. You can't say about Monique.
I'm asking you. Man. What do you... I'm not saying she's not funny.
The thing with her, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. And for me, it's to a certain point. I hear she's saying that, yo, this is what I feel I'm worth. This is what I want.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Right. And I hear you from the aspect of after you don't get what you want, then you come out and boycott this and boycott that.
You go back there and you put that together.
Try to work the deal. And then there's even an avenue for her to do it herself.
Right.
And then the show, like, you see? You know what I'm saying? And then there's other doors that it could open.
But they don't think that we're worth that much money anyway. I mean, look at even right now with Black
You said they don't
Panther.
think we're worth that?
Nah, for real.
Man, when motherfuckers prove it, I just think honestly, and this is my thing, I'm all for my people. I just think that Monique, like, I'm not riding with you on that.
No,
I can't.
It goes beyond. I'm not on the whole thing of
like,
you know, you gotta be certain skin color for me to agree with you because I really don't care.
Yo, come to the mic, bro.
He looked like he was zoned out back there.
I mean, we could go on and talk about this some more, but I want to
Victor Cruz
be able to have my man right here, Mark, come in and talk. As I understand it, I was talking to the brother off air. He's known. Yeah, you might have to hold that.
Crazy, all right. Better?
No, you good. He's good right there. You just gotta hold it. You've known this man, Stephen Cogle, just for maybe about 3 weeks.
Real brief.
As you mentioned. You know what I'm saying? So talk a little bit about how y'all met and like what's the relationship, what y'all doing together.
It's crazy because
Trying to get my workout on. That's how.
yeah.
Trying to stay healthy.
We actually met at my job. I'm in transition to becoming a personal trainer right now.
Okay.
I literally just moved out to New York, like, I don't know, 5 weeks ago.
Okay.
And everything's been
It's moving.
just seamless. It's crazy.
Right.
Seamless. Left a small town. Shout out to Connecticut, by the way. And I met Steven right after a beautiful conversation with one of my coworkers, talking about like speaking things into existence and just talking about the arts. And then he popped up. It was crazy. Okay. I seen his jacket and I seen the side. I'm like, yo, that's a dope jacket. And I seen the back and I was like, same. I was like, yo, that's that Basquiat thing. And then he kind of. That's when that's when Steven John. Yeah, that's when he kind of jumped in his bag. And just refresh my memory on the whole, Samo, who it really started with, and the other half of Samo.
Okay.
It just started from there. And at that point in time, you got to recognize things. You know what I mean?
Right.
I recognized I was around somebody that could point me in the right direction, and what I'm trying to do. So.
Okay. So as I was talking to you, I had asked you a question. What are you, rapper? You sing this and that, and I liked your answer. He was like, yo, I just do music.
Yeah.
I'm an artist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So just talk a little bit about what does being an artist mean to you?
The reason I say that, when people ask me, you're a rapper, I want to make music. I want to make music. I don't want to put myself in a, it sounds a little cliche. I don't want to put myself in one box and say, I'm just a rapper.
Right.
There's some rappers, and then to me, there's artists. It's a difference. It's a wider crowd that you reach when you're more open to trying different avenues, and I think that's what an artist does.
Pushing the boundaries.
Exactly. Versus a rapper just raps, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? I'm not knocking that. It's not what I'm trying to do though. So
I feel you.
Yeah.
Okay. So I know we got some music here from my man Mark. Let's get into some. What you want to hear first?
Hey, I believe it's 2 songs, right? We get 2 songs. That changes. Okay, so you know what? We could actually play something. Ironically enough, more rap. Here for it. We can start it off with Here for it.
And then what you want to hear after that?
Run to you.
All right, let's get into it. Mark is in the building. Here we go. Oh, matter of fact, yeah.
AKA Mark Sounds.
Pay attention. Let's go, DaCypha.
You can watch it all play out. It's funny how I played out. I ain't really on till they say that the young nigga played out. DJ one time played out. Much love, really got him thinking nigga get it fucked up. Hype killer, wrong time, the right nigga. Every bar that's a life nigga, another life nigga, another weight up on my conscience. I'm sorry mama, but it turned me to a monster. That's the problem, always been a problem. I'm up for whoever, if they can solve them. Look at how they got me plugged in, flow charging, and if you with the bullshit, I am never a target. Look at how they got me talking, won't stop till these niggas out of range, till a nigga in the range double parking. And nowadays, shit like, hey, bitch, I know, always say they don't ever do this often. Heard that shit before, tell me something new. All I ever hear now is you don't never really do it like you do. I send it back to him, I tell her, hold him down, never turn your back to him. But yo, pussy always come back to you. You know I always see it coming. You can watch it all play out. It's funny how I played out. I ain't really on till they say that the young nigga played out. DJ one time played out. Much love, really taping them off, that's a heavy caseload. Stick to the basics, it's how you stack the pesos. And I ain't grow up in the hood, graduated college, I ain't J. Cole. But lately I've been telling hoes to change clothes. Like that whole J song, nigga play your role, just play along. Got flows for days long, got me back in the bag. Only real ones in the room like we back in the cash. The young boy got drive like you never see him taking the cab. In the green coupe swerving, handle sound like Kyrie Irving. The young boy just turned 2-4, I swear it's never enough. I always gotta do more, I'm just trying to make sure mama don't gotta work in the new house. Is bigger than the pool hall, windows too wide and ceilings too tall. Just like my apartment on some top of the chart. She don't call me a rapper, call me an artist. I tell you Rex, they don't want me to vet, man, look what you started. I feel like you after you push pop off the roof. Now who got the juice? It's never a tie, it's never a suit, it's never a tie, it's never a deuce. I only play one, I'm never a two, don't get it confused. Make hits to make you wanna pop lock in the boost, and not to make a body drop in the booth. You niggas out here really looking like food, there's no one playing the cool. Now I'm just paying my dues, paying papers, they can fuck with the muses. Niggas lying through the stories, they telling so authentic with the shit I've been penning. You saw real, that's when they make you the villain. It was all cool when I was gone for a minute, right? I watch it all play out. It's funny how I played out. I ain't really on till they say that the young nigga played out. DJ one time played out. Much love, really got them thinking they can get it fucked up. Well nigga you done fucked up. Well nigga you done fucked up. You can watch it all play out. It's funny how I played out. I ain't really on till they say that the young nigga played out. DJ one time played out. Much love, really got them thinking they can get it fucked up. Well nigga you done fucked up. Well nigga you done fucked up. for anything before us. Some love, you done tell me to the curl, love. Tell me to the curl, love. Took off your soul for the soulless.
Here we go! You're listening to DTF Radio. DTF Radio. Number 1.
Yeah, you just heard Mark right there. It's just Mark?
Yeah, Mark sound works for you either way.
Okay.
I keep it real simple. No stage name. That's my middle name. So.
I like them joints there. Where
Appreciate
can people hear your music at?
Honestly, I didn't really push as hard. It's on SoundCloud though. So
On SoundCloud?
Yeah, it's under the EP. Who Do You Run To?
Okay.
It's kind of inspired by totally inspired by my ex. So
all right.
Yeah, she.
Hey, there's art in pain.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
It is.
That's what
I'm
it
gonna
do.
say anything other than you got talent, your
Appreciate
mix.
that.
That's what Duck said in the 5 Heartbeats.
Work on your mix.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
Yeah.
That first shit was fire, but the mix.
And we give it to you real and decisive.
Yeah, that's all. That's you know that's what it's all about. I made that in a week though, so I'm not. I try to, you know, as an artist, you know, from what I peep, y'all both artists and stuff. We're our worst critics.
Of course.
But I can't criticize myself to the level I want to, because I got to remind myself it was a week. You know what I mean? So.
Nah, you still put that work in. My man Stephen Cogle, if people wanted to peep your artwork and all that, where can they see all that?
Right now, you can go to stephencogle.com. Also, you go on, Instagram. Instagram has been really good for me the past year and a half.
Okay.
In terms of collecting, in terms of people noticing, high profile celebs noticing the work. So Instagram has been really good for me.
And what's your Instagram?
At Stephen Cogle, STEVEN COGLE.
Okay.
And we're just gonna keep doing that. We're gonna have the film coming out very soon, early part of spring of next year, and we just got a lot of things going on. Oh, we got some clothing coming out for the fall.
Okay.
Wait till y'all see these winter jackets, man.
Let us know.
You owe Ralph Lauren heads. Wait till you see what I got cooking.
That's what's up. Definitely keep us apprised of all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Some really good stuff coming out.
Definitely thank y'all for coming out and sharing, you know what I'm saying, a little bit of y'allselves. I mean, Cogle, you've been up here many times before, so people know you, but it's always good to hear what you got going on and your insight into the game. Mark, it was a pleasure meeting you.
Appreciate the time.
New artists on the scene, like what you hear, but like homie said, get the mix down right, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's what it do.
Shout out Justin, the engineer, by the way. He's in Atlanta.
Engineer Justin, you heard that, right?
Yeah.
Get it right,
Get your shit
nigga.
together, Justin.
You know what I'm saying? But it's all love. It all comes from.
This shit was dope. Like,
You know what I'm saying? Just to put you
I
in a
have no
better
sh-
position.
Yeah,
You
that's
know what I
all.
mean?
I ain't
That's
tryna
it.
Cast no
That's it.
aspersions. I like that word.
Aspersions.
I'm gonna look that up at etymology.
Yeah, no, it's
Etymology.com.
a dope word.
Google that shit. So next we're gonna switch some gears right here. We got my man, superstar Fellz. Gonna step to the mic right here. He got his killers in the back with him, looking all notorious. You know what I'm saying? If y'all wanna step to the mic, man, step to the mic.
What's going on right now, man?
What's going on
Y'all
right
like,
now?
everything good.
Step to the mic. Come to the mic.
He like, nah.
What's your name, bro? Calico Crisis. That's what it do. Calico Crisis. My man, superstar Fellz in the building.
One shot.
Yeah, you might have to hold that. You know what I'm saying?
Not the mic, just hold the stand down because that shit is
Yeah, put the mic in
twitching and
there.
shit all crazy. Yeah,
You know what I'm
we need
saying?
some new equipment, but
We need some new shit. But yeah, my man Fellz, he's been part of our show for many years.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? He even did our little event when we rocked with Smith & Wesson back in the day, a few years ago. You know what I'm saying? He's here now, brought his people Calico with him. You know what I'm saying? So what's been good with you, bro?
Man, just working, man.
Okay.
You know, happy to be alive and shit. You
That's
know
what
I'm
it
saying?
do.
Still got good people in my corners, like y'all guys, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you, sir.
And we
Thank
working,
you.
know what I'm saying?
All
we got
day.
my homie over here, Crisis.
Yeah,
What's
boy
good?
Zoe over there on the camera.
Zoe, I hear he's
Nicki Narcotics.
Word. You know
what I'm saying?
So
That's
we
what it
doing
do.
it all, my nigga. You know.
That's what's up. Y'all look like killers though, but it's all good. He's like, yo, say my name, nigga, say my name. But it's all good though. It's all good. So, is it still TYFM?
Yeah,
the movement.
It's still TYFM, you know. But right now, like we coming together, like a whole bunch of bosses coming together under one banner, which we call Grind Gang.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, that's where Calico Crisis come in. He got his joint, the Army. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Zo, shout out your joint, my nigga.
Fan First Life. RTD in the building, man.
Yes, sir.
TYFM in the building, man. But we all repping that Grind Gang right now, man.
Grind Gang. So what's the formula behind Grind Gang that's gonna get the people listening?
Man, I feel we the hardest niggas grinding. Man. You feel what I'm saying? Like we work every day.
Queens and Brooklyn, man. Spitters.
That BQE connection.
Facts.
Yeah, we got it, man.
Word.
So what's your definition of grinding? You know, a lot of people say, you know, I'm a hustler, I grind every day, but they just be spinning their wheels, not getting nowhere. What's your definition?
Grinding is like, see, it just don't have to be just music. Networking
definitely don't
too.
gotta be drugs, man. It's about perseverance.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever you interested in, man, if you doing your hardest to get to your goal,
right,
you grinding.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to be a doctor and you in there busting your ass doing these classes and passing these tests, you grinding.
True indeed.
Grinding.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Just remember, your network is your net worth. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of dudes niggas just staying in the studio making song at the song. Sometimes you just got to make that song and then you got to promote the shit out of it. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't got your name up there and shit, that you put out one track, you didn't give enough time for everybody else to know. You feel what I'm saying?
Right,
so
right.
Bump that. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
Like we just sitting on so much material right now.
Right.
You know, so we just trying to go the best way to handle it and get everything straight. You know.
So how you know with so much material behind you, like how you know when to release the next joint and not, because a lot of dudes say that because you know everybody got, you know, Freestyle Fridays or something Mondays or some Tuesdays.
I mean, I look at it like this, like basically as a independent artist and stuff. Like you could have your singles, but at the same time you do industry shit to keep your name relevant and buzzing. So if you hear hot shit like the Casanova shit, Set Tripping and shit, you want to spit something over that. You know what I'm saying? Basically you just, you know, sparring and getting yourself better, get your name out there. Like, yo, you heard Fellz or you heard Crisis or you heard, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, they killed that shit. You feel what I'm saying? But at the same time, that still promotes you for your actual single to drop. So now everybody, you know, like
when they drop, they like, okay, I heard him do such and such.
And then to have your own original material makes it even better.
I feel you. So, you know, as far as like performing and whatnot, like nowadays, you know, it's a lot of, you know, pay to play. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you don't even have to be nice. If you got the dough to put up, you could perform and whatnot.
Facts.
So it's like, as artists, how do you sort of decipher what's good to do and what's not to do?
Well, my main thing is like not moving backwards. You feel what I'm saying? So when I first started, definitely when I met y'all guys and stuff like that, I was one of them artists doing that.
Right.
But at the same time, I had a different vision.
Right.
So basically, artists looking at it like, yo, we paid for a show to, you know what I'm saying, performance like that. But me, I wasn't looking at it like that. Because if I pay $250 for a show and then I get my tickets back and shit, you know what I'm saying? What I do is, you know, close family members, I sell a ticket 10 a pop, and then they got their friends and shit that want to come and support, $20 a pop. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And if you could sell that, then you good. You know what I'm saying? Because artists be talking about, yo, perform this, perform that. You can't sell out SOB's, Club Pyramid, Norican Cafe, Webster Hall, then you ain't selling out no Madison Square Garden.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So that came with us. Like every time I had a show and shit, you seen a homie with me a couple of times and shit. You know what I'm saying? When he can and shit, because this nigga be busy like a motherfucker.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Plus he run a studio too.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? One Stop Studios and shit. But basically you just gotta grind, my nigga. Like, and I just feel that I can't go back to paying for a show after I got a paid show. See, I did all them paid showcases, but that shit open the door for this shit with me and Tony Sunshine. Once I had that single with Tony Sunshine, MTV picked it up, you know what I'm saying? Then shit started looking a little bit better. And then I got that paid show in PA, and after that, I'm like, and then I thought the Summer Jam shit was happening, you feel what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, it don't make no sense to backtrack and go back to paying for shows and shit.
Right.
So right now we looking for something to open up our own events. Like we want to keep everything in-house. You feel what I'm saying?
I feel you.
And put our name on it. So like we cross branding. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what we're working on right now. But the music, the visuals we working on. You know, we got a video shoot next week.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Next Saturday, downtown Brooklyn. If you're in the hood, pull up. You know what I'm saying? We're doing a set trip and remix and shit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, shit looking good.
Are we invited to
Come on.
I could have sworn he just. Or was he talking to the audience?
He's talking to the
I thought
audience.
he said,
I just
if you in
want to
the hood,
clarify.
pull up, like,
I want to know. You know what I'm saying?
If you in the hood, pull up, man.
Shout out to my little cousin Perico P, man, and his homie Ammo. They in the video too.
Word.
Okay.
Yeah, dope track.
I mean, so, you know, everybody, it seems like everybody and their moms is rhyming right now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got a.
Are they really rhyming?
Yo, I gotta be honest though.
Speak on it.
I'm not a young guy. 10 years ago, we were saying the same thing. Everybody trying to rhyme. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like basketball, man. Like, it's a way out the hood. You know what I'm saying? Everybody trying to do something. Not everybody good at it. Not everybody nice at it. But everybody trying to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So as you're doing it, like, how do you keep your integrity? Because, you know, I know Fellz and I know the type of music he makes. You know what I'm saying? How do you keep your integrity with all the nonsense that's out there right now?
With me personally, I can say no matter what type of beat it is, trap beat, old school beat, man, like I'm gonna come at it with the same intensity that I come at any track. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really judge it like, oh, it's a new school beat, old school beat. Like, I'm gonna just spit these bars. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
My bars, I feel personally, my bars is timeless. You understand what I'm saying?
I feel you.
My bars timeless. Like shit, I wrote when I was 16. I could spit here right now, and y'all niggas be like, okay.
All right, that's what's up.
You know what
Facts though.
That's what's up. And I never asked you this before. Like, what's been who's been your influence to that make you want to pick up the mic and rhyme?
Man, I got so many influences, man. But like Hove is definitely one of them.
Right.
You know, Fab. You know, Locks. E-Block.
Right.
Then a nigga, Jadakiss artist, he kind of dope. I give credit to him. Nino Man, I think.
Yeah. All right.
Son got bars and shit. But other than that, you know, I try to keep sparring between my niggas and shit. Like, we keep each other on our toes and shit. You know what I'm saying? And we the type that we write something, niggas be like, nah. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I be a little lazy and shit like that. Like, if it take me so long to write a verse and shit, I'm not feeling shit, I want to add the same last bar twice and shit like that. This nigga like, nah.
Right.
Find another bar. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, and I do the same shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. And who's been some of your influences?
Well, me personally, I came up under the Violator camp. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was a
shout out Violators.
personality artist. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I looked up to my OGs like Mobb Deep, Buster. You know what I'm saying? Like people I came up under, you know what I'm saying, like that helped me show, like Q-Tip.
Right.
Like that type. You know
Okay. So, like, if you know, you mentioned the team and y'all listen to each other and y'all check each other and whatnot. There was an artist, you know, who wanted to be down with the movement.
Okay.
Like, what's the criteria to get down, if at all possible?
I let the homie have, because, like, man, the past I had, like, you already know my struggle, man. You know what I'm saying? I done went, did my time, got it over with. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of niggas that I was fucking with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? In the beginning. But when I went up top and shit changed and shit. Came home.
Pretty much, we got a tight circle, man. But if you a stand-up guy, man, you really got some balls, man. We could work with you. You know what I'm saying? We definitely gonna collab with you. You know what I'm saying? And,
okay.
You know, over time, however the vibe is, you know what I'm saying? Like, definitely, I'm open to making new friends. You know what I'm saying? New
That's what's
associates,
up.
I should say, rather.
Okay. That's what's up. Matter of fact,
we here to work.
On that tip, shouts to Fellz for getting off papers. You just mentioned to that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's up. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get the email.
Nah, we got it. We had a problem with my email and shit, so we got it right here on the phone.
All right.
With the, you know, drop joint on it. So
no doubt. Let's get into a joint right here. My man Superstar Fellz. What's the joint we gonna rock out to right now?
The first one we're gonna get into is called Money on a Monday.
Okay. We all love that.
Produced by my nigga K Dizzle.
Money on a Monday. Let me get this shit right here.
Get it in.
We not broke on them other days, man. Let's get that clear, man. We getting money every day, man, but Monday is a great day, man.
All right, this shit don't fit.
Nice.
Take your own case off, my nigga.
Nah, it's just too. I can see already. It's not gonna work. He just proved me wrong.
There we go. You see a money on a Monday right there?
Money on a Monday. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
We in the building. Superstar Fellz, Calico Crisis. Let's go. DaCypha.
Hey, I'm getting money on a Monday. I go to sleep on a Wednesday. I fuck your bitch on a Friday. I roll a sack and hit the highway. I'm getting money on these niggas, Why they can't be happy for a nigga? Hey, one toast to the street life. Growing up, you had to be in before the street lights. I remember back then, before the rapping, went to Manhattan, chasing my dreams, but nothing happened. That's when a nigga fucking came up. Celebrity, fuck it, I'm feeling famous. Everywhere I go down, niggas look, they know now. Been to see I'm doing shows, I wanna start the whole now. Monday, my fun day. Tuesday, smoking Lucy in a jacuzzi. Sour watching the movie. Wednesday, gotta ease the stress away. And thank the man above that I'm blessed with cake. Cause Thursday, I'm thirsty, cruising in the 6. Friday, got your bitch drooling on my dick. I ain't with the hating, we can all get rich. Stack this paper, buy all these whips. I ain't with the hating, we can all get rich. Stack this paper, buy all these whips, nigga. Hey, I'm getting money on a Monday. I go to sleep on a Wednesday. I fuck your bitch on a Friday. I roll a sack and hit the highway. I'm getting money on these niggas, Why they can't be happy for a nigga? Hey, one toast to the street life. Growing up, you had to be in before the street lights.
Can't be happy for a nigga. Rather see cops with cuffs come and slap him on a nigga. I'll be stacking on a nigga. Walk up on him like I'm in the West Side Story. I'll be snapping on a nigga. Hey, every Monday and Tuesday. Count this money as we move, yeah. Every Wednesday and Thursday, I'm in the studio perfecting my wordplay. Every Friday through Sunday, the grind gang get money, we grind in the Monday. Christ is not your role model, but I pop a whole model bag of straight off the runway. Swear these niggas got me weak, went from rapping every day, now these niggas hardly speak. Niggas acting every way except grateful. I hate to admit it, but the ones you love can hate you, but grateful.
Hey, I'm getting money on a Monday. I go to sleep on a Wednesday. I fuck your bitch on a Friday. I roll a sack and hit the highway. I'm getting money on these niggas, Why they can't be happy for a nigga? Hey, one toast to the street life. Growing up, you had to be in before the street light. Hey, I'm getting money on a Monday. I go to sleep on a Wednesday. I fuck your bitch on a Friday. I roll a sack and hit the highway. I'm getting money on these niggas, Why you can't be happy for a nigga? Hey, one toast to the street life. Growing up, you had to be in before the street light.
Yeah, nigga, money on a Monday.
So I got two things that I noticed real quick. One, somebody let you get away with that lazy shit you was talking about.
Thank you for pointing that out, bro.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We was arguing in the studio about that.
Yo, somebody let you get away with that. Oh, it worked, but I caught it.
Okay. All right.
Two, y'all niggas smoke a lot of weed.
Yeah.
Something I noticed. Huh? Wax? Excuse me.
How you figure we smoke a lot of weed?
Yeah, listen. I heard you. Did you listen to what I just listened to?
Yeah.
Niggas sound like they was rapping with the LNA. Like,
that's a feel good music.
Laid back vibe. I feel you.
Street light.
Word, nah.
Oh man. Let's get into another joint. What you want to hear? I got this. What you say, huh?
We're gonna go to Dreams.
Yeah, let's hit Dreams, man. Featuring Fred the God, my nigga Superstar Fellz. Featuring Fred the God, man.
Shout out Fred the God on the true that.
Let's get into that. We here at DaCypha DTF.
Yo, Fellz, we dreaming, right? It's go down. Dream like Martin under the monument. Grandmother
mother dreamed of being the supreme. She sung around the crib. I swore to inherit her efforts once I opened up. You hear the lyrics, I'm doing this shit for both of us. Brother Golden Glove, he dreamed about the Rainer box. Other brother dreamed about the league from deep he shot the rack. Other brother dreamed that he could rap, he pursuing it. My sister dreamt she can do hair, and she's doing it. Her dreams are just a high price obstacle. It's not simple, just look what I've been through. The sacrifices, nights I couldn't tuck my daughters in. Dreamt about the wide body Bentley, that's what I saw him in. I'm a visionary, they hear my line and hit the dictionary. That's my dictionary. Man should dream and then chase it. Don't close it till you naked. Always remember, life is what you make, and I'm God.
A nigga came a long way, you know I had dreams. A nigga came a long way, you know I had dreams. My mama had dreams, my father had dreams, my brother had dreams, and my sister had dreams. I got my head to the sky. I used to write rhymes when my mama got high. I used to live a crazy life, I tell you no lie. Born to get this paper, get yours or get mine. I'm running out of time. Remember the old days, sipping some OJs. Sunday breakfast is ready, your mama listen to OJs. Smile in your face. Could have been the backstabbers, didn't matter, grandma had us. Full house, family matters. Growing up was rough, I can't complain though. Me and my brother and cousin shipping the same clothes. Yeah, we had dreams, but visions wasn't the same though. Fitted caps, no design, but still we let the cane go. I had dreams of a lot of shit. Playing ball for school, go to college or for scholarship. Georgetown, Georgia Tech, Dorsey, bring the dollars in. No acknowledgement for all my accomplishments. Niggas hating, now I'm convinced. Cause a bad road led me to the island. I ain't talking about Providence. Dreamed about the league like Jordan and Scott Pippen. A nigga still chasing his dream, the clock ticking. A nigga came a long way, you know I had dreams. A nigga came a long way, you know I had dreams. My mama had dreams, my father had dreams, my brother had dreams, and my sister had dreams. I got my head to the sky. I used to write rhymes when my mama got high. I used to live a crazy life, I tell you no lie. Born to get this paper, get yours or get mine. I'm running out of time. Said a nigga came a long way, you know I had dreams. A nigga came a long way, you know I had dreams. My mama had dreams, my father had dreams, my brother had dreams, and my sister had dreams. I got my head to the sky. I used to write rhymes when my mama got high. I used to live a crazy life, I tell you no lie. Born to get this paper, get yours or get mine. I'm running out of time.
Here we go! You're listening to DTF Radio. DTF Radio. Number one.
Yeah, you heard it first. DaCypha, Superstar, Fellz, and the man Fred the Godson. Pardon me, that's the Bacardi talking. Yo, where can people hear these joints at? You got something that's out right now?
Yo, tell you the truth, man. Y'all the first one to play Dreams.
Oh, that's what's up.
Thank
you for blessing us.
Y'all the first one to play Money on the Monday too, man.
Facts.
Like, everything we brought up here,
exclusive.
Man, straight from the studio here.
That's what's
man.
up. Appreciate that.
Y'all heard it first, man. Y'all know, like DaCypha, this is what we do.
This is what we does, man.
You know, we gotta get y'all the best,
and we appreciate it every trip.
Word.
Thank you.
Y'all got any performances coming up?
Besides the joint on the 22nd with DTF with y'all.
Oh, shit, okay.
We're going to be at our shit.
We there.
Check us out, March 22nd, Rockwell Studios. We're doing a little industry mixer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We got Fellz in the building with us.
Yes, sir.
That's what it do.
Drop the video thing again, in case everybody want to come out, because I'm definitely trying to start.
Yeah, next Saturday, what's that, March 10th?
Oh. Yeah, March 10th.
March 10th, man. We're going to be downtown Brooklyn. On where we going to be, on Fulton?
Fulton.
Okay.
Shopping areas. You going to see us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's what it do.
We doing a little set trip and remix joint and shit like that. So we don't give a fuck who you is, what gang you rep, nigga. Just come out and bring your flag, nigga.
All right. That's what it do. Hopefully nothing happen. You know what I'm saying?
Word,
downtown Brooklyn, right?
You never know. You never know.
Word. No matter what color your flag is, man, we all black, man. We all here, man.
It's all love, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Where can people follow y'all at on social media?
I'm Calico Crisis on everything except Facebook, man. It's my government. I ain't even gonna shout it, man. I only use Facebook
I feel you.
for those who know me. You know what I'm saying? But word, Calico Crisis or Calico_Crisis.
Okay.
You can find me everywhere. SoundCloud, DatPiff, Instagram, Twitter, whatever you need. You know what I'm saying?
And spell Calico for the dumb niggas out there.
Yeah, nah, that's CALICO.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, all motherfuckers would have put an E after it.
Exactly.
Word Crisis. Word, my shit's still the same. Superstar Fellz.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Superstar_Fellz 25. Instagram, fucking Twitter, Superstar Fellz, and Facebook, Superstar Fellz.
And that's Fellz with a Z. Y'all dumb niggas.
FELLZ.
Show for felony for those who don't understand, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts, word.
Felony, man, the building, man.
Word.
And shout out to this brother, man. I knew him for a minute. He's come a long way. You know what I'm saying? And I'm proud to see you doing your thing and staying on a positive tip. You know what I'm saying? That's what I always liked about you. You know what I mean?
Thank you,
That's
man.
what it do. My man Calico Crisis, it was a pleasure to meet you, brother.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know what I'm saying? We definitely going to have y'all come back up here.
Don't forget
You know what I'm
about
saying?
Zoe.
Of course, my man Zoe.
Nigga narcotics in the building.
Photographer / bodyguard / killer
/ artist / producer.
You know what I'm saying?
That's Snooki.
Matter of fact, you got a project that's coming out or something that people can listen to? Step to the.
Oh, you already know. Yeah, check your boy out. SoundCloud, Instagram, Twitter, NYCNARCO. Nick Narco, all of the above, man. I got a few joints to sell. Got a few joints that's coming out. Be on the lookout for No Scare.
Okay.
Yeah, produced, arranged, mixed, mastered, and written all by myself.
That's what's up.
So,
Man of all jack of trades for real.
What's the name of the joint of the Method Man and Red Man joint? Check out.
Oh, yeah. Also check us out. Myself and Calico Crisis. We have a joint out right now. It's So High.
Okay.
Yeah, I checked that out. That's on DatPiff and SoundCloud right now.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, it's a good look. Just check it out. Get into it, man. Groove with yourself.
That's what's up.
You know what I mean? And enjoy yourself, and that's definitely what we do.
All
We
right.
make enjoyable music. We make positive, powerful music. We make the type of music that you can listen to, but your kids can listen to as well.
That's what's
You
up.
know, of course, you as a parent have to be subjective,
Of
but
course.
nonetheless,
Of course.
just trying to maintain the culture and be positive.
That's
Continue
what it do.
to create amazing projects and deal with amazing people like yourselves.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. And I hope to be able to smoke with y'all someday soon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's
for
what it
sure.
do. But this how it goes down on DaCypha every Friday, 9 to 11. Shouts to my man, Superstar Fellz, Calico Crisis, for doing it up with us tonight.
Sir.
Shouts to my man, of course, Zoe, taking the flicks. I appreciate that. Shouts to my man, Stephen Cogle, and the man, Mark, that came through on the artist tip. Stay tuned. Like I said, March 22nd, Rockwell Studios, 1084 Wyckoff Ave out here in Brooklyn. We doing a little industry mixer.
Yeah.
Me and my man Diz is hosting.
Yes,
That's
sir.
how it go down, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, pay attention, put your shoes on.
Pull your shoes up.
Stay tuned for Core Expressions coming
Yes,
up
sir.
next. Shouts to my man Mr. 13. Shouts to Pretty Girl. Shouts to my man Abu. Hold your head, son. We
Yes,
coming
sir.
to get you, B. Word up. And that's how it goes, man.
Let's get to it.
We out of chill.
One.
Yeah, everybody hit me up. Want me to walk to the